What's going on, people? What's going on? This again, as I said last night, if you guys probably didn't see it, but last night I'm trying StreamYard, so please be patient with me. You guys probably didn't see it, but last night I'm trying StreamYard, and my StreamYard is a little bit. I think it's like it don't go exactly the time that I'm saying. But if you guys want to, you can join me. But this is a situation. As a matter of fact, let me put on the camera before we start. Again, this is my first time on StreamYard, and I'm just trying to figure everything out on here. Let me put my camera on. Okay. How you guys doing this morning? Actually, this afternoon. It's actually 12 o'clock on the dot. I'm starting a little early so I can, get to know this whole layout. Again, I'm probably, it's like a delay because I'm using StreamYard. So please, excuse me. I think I can not delay it, but I don't know how to do it. I've been trying. I've been looking at the whole thing. So if anybody know how to do it, please let me know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what's going on, people? What's going on? I'm excited, man, using this because I get to share things instead of, using my cell phone, what have you. I get to share stuff. And let me know if it's a problem or do you hear a delay? Do you hear any delay? Let me know. I got to fly in my man cave right now. I'm gonna kill that thing before before it's all too late. I'm gonna kill that mug. Whoop. I'm gonna have to get this fly swatter. Yes, indeed. It's a big one too. I guess I'm getting a little slower. Yeah. Please let me know if you can hear me and if you can hear a delay. Let me know if you can hear that. Because again, this is my first time using this. I'm trying my best to get it done. I might have to purchase something for this thing to not have a delay. Hopefully, I don't have to do something like that. But anyway, guys, as you can see, I'm starting early too. Like and subscribe to the chat, guys. Like to subscribe to the Kasim Lamar YouTube and everything. And again, you could join me. I got the setup that you can join me as well with the information that I have today. And I want to talk about today. I want to go into other subjects as well. But Mr. Dr. Boyce Watkins went on a rant this morning, like big time rant. And it's a rant on just black men. It's like these people want us to bow down and keep on making bad decisions while our women in the black community, this is a huge issue. They are mad. They're trying to put black men trying to make bad great decisions with their lives to change their legacy. They're trying to put those type of men in the mix of the Pookie and Ray Rays and the beta males. And that's a huge problem for me. Huge problem. Because it's a situation, it's like, why? Why do you want this? Why do you want this occurrence? Why do you want us to keep on making these? Maybe you made a good decision. People call you all this stuff because you're calling. It's like both parties calling names. But your whole situation, you're supposed to be a so-called doctor and things of that nature. But you're acting really immature. I'm going to go into this rant. I'm actually going to show you the video. And again, it was a huge rant. And I'm getting tired of these beta males and Pookie and Ray Rays that try to put black men that just want to understand and that's rationale about their life and want to make better choices by picking better women. So, stop looping us with you. All right. Anyway, guys, again, like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to you want to cash at me, it's $ Kasim 39. Let's get with it. Hold on one second. About to share this. Okay. Here we go. Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'll share audio. Okay, make sure I do that. Here we go with this guy. Hold on. I want y'all to hear this. Hold on. Let me make sure I got the sound to it. Okay.
I don't have a lot of time, but I was thinking today about just some of the stuff I see on the internet, and I want to just share a thought about it so that those of you who see it
I hope you guys can
won't
hear
be
it.
completely disheartened by it.
Let me know if you can hear it.
One of the things I've noticed is that whenever I talk about how much I respect Black women, or I talk about the value of having a family, building a family as a man, there's always a couple of trolls that come in and say, "Oh, that's simping," or "you being a simp," or whatever. And I like confronting that stuff directly because simping as Negroes really don't even understand what power looks like. I want to tell you about the trolls that say these sorts of things. Who I hope, I don't know, for all I know, they could be COINTELPRO or Russian bots or some shit. But either way, though, I want to talk about it because I see a lot of Black women who are disgusted by it, and I see a lot of Black men who may be confused by it, right? Very confused by it. So let me just break it down for you real quick. I don't have a lot of time, so I won't be able to answer a lot of questions. But I was watching a show called Snowfall. I don't know if you guys watch Snowfall, but Snowfall's about how the crack era fucked up the Black community. Basically the white man did a number on you. He destroyed your families.
Let's stop it right there, man. The white man did a number on us, yes. But the Black man and a Black woman helped them as well. We don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about the bull. You understand me? We want to talk about the shit that these so-called Black, pro-Blacks, such as himself. We don't want to talk about the fact that we had a hand into this. Let's keep it going.
Crack was terrible because either people were getting hooked on the crack, people were getting arrested over the crack, or people were dying over the crack, or they were traumatized by all the death and destruction they saw around them, right? So everybody was affected. My father went to prison for drugs. Two of the kids that I adopted, their fathers went to prison. One of them, their dad died in a drug-related situation when she was young. The other one, her dad got 19 years in prison over drugs. So anyway, excuse me, when I think about Snowfall, and given that I've been around for a while, I'm 50 years old now, I can tell you that a lot of what you're seeing, like a lot of this crazy talk that you hear, comes from people who are products of what the white man did to Black people. They are products of the fact that they worked extremely hard to ruin your families, to the point where a lot of the guys who hate Black women, a lot of times it's because their mama wasn't shit, or their mama had issues. Maybe she was hooked on dope, maybe she went to jail, whatever, or they just fought with their mama and they hate women. A lot of these guys turned out to, or maybe you have some guys who, who didn't have a father.
Another rhetoric that's built on Black men that want to make better decisions for themselves, that we hate Black women because beta males and bitter Black women say this a lot. Beta male Black men and bitter Black women say this stuff a lot, such as himself. Black men do not hate our women because we want change within ourselves. Maybe you Pookie and Ray Rays or you beta males that put Black women on a pedestal, but Black men, logical thinking Black men, don't matter if he's a high value Black man or a Black, a Black man that's making $50K or less. No matter what he is, a Black man isn't supposed to. This is the problem with this society. A Black man isn't supposed to put nobody on a pedestal. The only person he should be putting number one is the Most High himself. See, that's the problem. We beta males such as him, and I was a beta male before too, and I also was a Pookie and Ray in my lifetime as well. I changed myself to be a better man, to make better decisions, so I can leave a actual uh, functional legacy for my children. See, these brothers today, brothers such as him, that keep on like shitting on black men that want to make better decisions. He's like, they telling us, you're gonna hear in this video where he's trying to tell black men. It's like, goddamn, damn if we do, damn if we don't. They want us to be accountable as a black man, but they want the black woman not to be accountable. See, that's the problem with these bitter women, these modern day, non-traditional black women, and these beta males and Pookie and Ray Ray black males that put these women on a pedestal. It's like you're ruining our communities as well. No matter if you got a doctorate degree, 1,000 degrees, it don't matter. If you're not being accountable, especially when it comes to the children and on how you make babies, who you make babies with, who is going to help you create legacies, that don't make you hate black women unless you beating the shit out of them. What is wrong? Unless you are damaging them mentally and physically. You just want to, black men such as myself, just want to make better decisions and want black women to be accountable, just like we got to be goddamn accountable in a courthouse from friends and family. Just like we got to struggle all the time. These brothers don't want black women to be accountable. I say this all the time because it's fucking true. These beta males and these Pookie and Ray Rays, they don't want black women to be accountable. And when I talk about these modern day, non-traditional black women, I'm not talking about all black women. I want a woman with that oh, you got to be a certain way before you can get peace from me. No, it don't work that way. It work that way with Pookie and Ray Ray and beta males that you deal with on a daily. Let's keep it going.
Father. You know, one of the benefits I have, one of the reasons I talk the way I talk, is that I had a very strong father. My biological father was weak. If he had been my father, I would not be the person I am right now. I'd probably wouldn't be sturdy as a man. I'd probably be a little less reliable. Because my father that raised me taught me the rules of manhood. He taught me things that a man's supposed to do. I watched him. I would pay attention to him when I was talking to David Banner once. David Banner was explaining. We were agreeing. He said, sometimes, man, when I don't know what to do,
it's like Kwame be saying with these characters. They're looking for black men to agree with them so much. We agreed. Who great? That's great.
Do what my father used to do. I would just watch my dad, and I said, "Yeah, me too, man, me too." So a lot of guys don't have that blueprint. So what do you do when you don't have a father? Well, you either do one or two things. Either you become gay and bitchy, right? Which a lot of these guys are. They're either secretly gay or they're bitchy, right? And that's something because they've been watching.
You hear what this man is saying? When they don't have a father, they either become gay and bitchy. Well, does it sound like this man being gay and bitchy? But he said he grew up with a strong black father. You still gay and bitchy. You still mad at because people don't agree with you. You still got an immature mindset, no matter how many degrees that you have, masters that you have. You still got that mindset. But you just said to me, you just said to the world, I said that they gay and bitchy. Do you hear this rhetoric? Do these beta males and these Pookie and Ray Rays sound like a bitter woman or not? Let's keep it going. Thanks for watching, man. Please like and subscribe, guys. Please like and subscribe.
watching their mama. They've been emulating female behavior characteristics their whole life.
Mm-mm.
Or you get a false method of manhood. So you turn to the internet. You turn to your favorite rapper to teach you how to be a man. You turn to other street niggas to teach you how to be a man. You turn to Kevin Samuels to teach you how to be a man. And then next thing you know, you're repeating things that these men say. So for example, when guys were saying that it's crazy and silly to be a stepdad, I was like, what's wrong with being a stepfather? My father was a stepdad, and that's cool. Like, we need more fathers in our community. We got a lot of abandoned children out here. And if you love the black community, why would you not want to mentor young people? Why?
Okay, let's talk about that part. We need more fathers in the community. What's wrong with being with kids? Because a lot of the time you're with bitter baby mamas as well, and men of logic that don't put everybody on a freaking pedestal, such as yourself. We don't want to be in that situation where we need to be around badass kids. Let's just say they bad, or kids that just don't respect you at all. Respect manhood, because it's me. I don't know about anybody else, but a lot of my associates, people I meet on social media, a lot of these kids are bitter towards manhood because their mother bringing home this Tom, Dick, and Harry. I know from my situation, most women that I dealt with that had kids, I'm at their house within 4 to 5 days of knowing them. No matter if they got a daughter that's 13, 12, whatever, or they got a son that's whatever age, 7, 13, 14. So got a lot of guys that think in a high level, they look at that as it might be a problem, because statistically, overall, it is a fucking problem to be with a woman that got kids. For the most part, especially in this society that make a woman feel like she's entitled to do thy will, have as many baby daddies as she want, and it's still not her fault. I'm telling you, males like this don't give black women no type of accountability. None.
Why would you not want to invest in the children in the community if you're pro-black?
Yeah, we can invest in the children in the community without being with a mother. I do it all the time. And I wouldn't say I'm pro-black, because I think it's bullshit anyway. For most pro-blacks that I know are bullshitters. That's it. That's trying to just like any other what you call deacon, reverend in the church. They're just trying to get that money. They're trying to pander to a specific sector.
And you're anti-black children, then you're anti-black. You can't be pro-black and hate the kids, because
this is how I want to be articulate as I possibly can. This is how it's a problem. They go overboard. You hate kids. You anti-black children. You anti-black families because you don't want to put up with something that can ruin your life, even financially or physically. Again, statistically, more than likely, it will. You don't have to be with a single mother to be a good mentor, a good coach, a good teacher, a good father figure without being with the mother. You don't have to be through that, sir. Why are these beta males projecting their bullshit to black men? Like, why? Why are you beta males projecting bullshit towards black men? You Pookie and Ray Ray and you bullshit beta males, because a lot of you beta males be the ones that be actually doing the killing of our women, because you motherfuckers be putting them on a pedestal so strong that when she not the woman that you think she is, oh man, all hell goes loose with mentally unstable niggas like you. Let's keep it going.
Kids are the future. What I did my research, I found out they got that because they're repeating something Kevin Samuels said. Well, being a stepdaddy means that you babysitting somebody else's kids, or whatever. And truth is, that is first of all, that's designed by white supremacy. They designed it so that the men would hate the women. But second of all, that
these people do not never. These beta male black males are the worst. They put these women on a pedestal no matter what that woman done. And then when they meet that woman that they put on a pedestal, again, as I said before, as soon as she do something crazy, he ready to destroy her, either physically or any way he possibly can. And he's trying to tell black men that we should make bad decisions as much as possible.
that completely undermines the reason that a man has a family anyway. The reason you have a family is not so you can get your dick sucked more. The reason you have a family is not so you can engage in more pleasure-seeking behavior. The reason you have a family is not so you can engage in more instant gratification that only benefits you. The reason,
he sound exactly like a bitter, modern day, non-traditional female. Like, you got to be off your rockets to believe this man is a real man. Look what he's saying. Listen to it.
you turn to other street niggas to teach you how to be a man. You turn to Kevin Samuels to teach you how to be a man.
Oh my God.
And then
he's comparing Kevin Samuels to street niggas. Oh my God. This is why real black men are creating a situation where they got to be away from their delusional beta male, put a woman on a pedestal, friends, and the bitter females that surround them. They put in that barrier, and dudes like that hate that shit. They hate it. Let's keep it going.
You know, you're repeating things that these men say. So, for example, when guys were saying that it's crazy and silly to be a stepdad, I was like, what's wrong with being a stepfather? My father was a stepdad, and it's cool. Like, we need more fathers in our community. We got a lot of abandoned children out here. And if you love the black community, why would you not want to mentor young people? Why would you not want to invest in the children in the community? If you're pro-black and you're anti-black children, then you're anti-black. You can't be pro-black and hate the kids, because the kids are the future. What I did my research, I found out they got that because they're repeating something Kevin Samuels said. Well, being a stepdaddy means that you babysit somebody else's kids.
Listen to what he said.
And truth is, that is first of all, that's designed by white supremacy. They designed it so that the men would hate the women. But second of all, that completely undermines the reason that a man has a family anyway. The reason you have a family is not so you can get your dick sucked more. The reason you have a family is not so you can engage in more pleasure-seeking behavior. The reason you have a family is not so you can engage in more instant gratification.
Does that sound like a bitter female or not, man? He go over the top. They think because a man don't want a family that's built on already got kids from another man, multiple kids from multiple men, that he don't want it because of all the bullshit hypocrisy that he just said, because of instant sex and this and that and third. Are you talking about you type of guys, the beta males, and also Pookie and Ray Rays? Because men that's functional is not marrying women like that just for sex. Are you fucking kidding me? This is why everybody in the manosphere think this man is a freaking beta. He is delusional with this stupid ass rant.
The reason you have a family is because you're sacrificing something for the next generation. You are being there for other people. You are coming through for the people that depend on you. That's what men do. But unfortunately,
we understand that. This guy must be talking about beta males such as himself and Pookie and Ray Rays. Men that's logical understand this shit. What are you talking about? What it is, he's projecting his bullshit, so is other people. These very illogical people do it all the time.
A lot of men are trained on instant gratification because that's all you hear in the music. All you hear in the music is, "I'm gonna go get some hoes. I'm gonna go get some bread. I'm gonna drive me a Ferrari."
He's talking about Pookie and Ray Ray, the same boys that was raised by those bitter females he's talking about, that he don't want to take accountability. That he feel as though those females shouldn't take accountability. You want men to go into the home instead of just being a mentor, what have you, go into the home of those future so-called Pookie and Ray Rays and try to build in that home, and then with the bitterness of the mother tearing him down. What is wrong with these guys, man? Guys, please like and subscribe to Kasim Lamar YouTube. Please like and subscribe right now. Come on, let's keep it going.
Right. And so when they come along, they're like, well, you a simp because you was a stepdaddy. I'm like, well, first of all,
no, you a simp because you're bringing this beta male energy and disrespecting black men that want to make better choices and be accountable for what they do. You're getting on us. You're ranting about us like you're doing now because of your issues.
All that shit that you think that a man's supposed to have, I've had all that. I've had access to, I could have had access to lots of women. When you're famous, women are very easy to find.
Okay.
I've had money. I've made a ton more money
He's
than you.
He's talking about Pookie and Ray Ray and beta males right now. He's not talking about logical thinking men. He's talking about Pookie and Ray Rays and beta males. He ain't talking about logical thinking men that want to make better choices for their life. He's talking about Pookie and Ray Ray. That's what he don't understand who he's talking about, because he putting people, everybody's in a pot. He putting Pookie and Ray Ray, niggas that don't make good choices at all. He comparing them to people like Kevin Samuels. This is the problem with these very delusional, fake pro-black niggas. This is the problem. They want black men, their rhetoric spills that they want black men to be accountable and to go with blinders on and just choose anybody and everybody. Keep doing what we've been doing for the last 45 years, destroying the community, not making the woman accountable for what she make bad decisions about. And I'm not talking about all women. I'm talking about non-traditional, modern day women.
So what is it about my life that makes you think I'm simping? What is it about my life that
you simping because you're projecting your bullshit to men that want to make better choices? Maybe a man don't want to be a stepdad. Maybe he do. Do we have the right to do that or not? Is that a right for us to do that? Can we do that? See, this is the problem. They don't want high-level thinking black men saying nothing, doing nothing, unless we taking orders from the black woman, or unless we're pandering to all the bullshit that hasn't been working for the black community for the last 50 years or so.
That makes you think that just because I can sit around and be a know-nothing Negro like you, that's what I would choose to do.
Now he's doing what bootleg niggas do. He's calling everybody a low-level nigga because they disagree with his tactics of trying to brainwash young men, young black men, older black men to just be with any type of woman. That's it. Go to be with her. She made her mistakes, but be with her. She got 2-3 baby daddies, but be with her. Risk it all. Put her on a pedestal. These what beta males and Pookie and Ray Ray's thought is about modern day women. Put them on a pedestal. Don't look for the woman that's actually going to make your life better, that the woman that's going to be feminine. You understand me? The woman that's going to project love in the house, the woman that's actually making really good choices, not make, not being entitled, you know, always accountable for what she do. Don't look for them type of women. Look for the baby mom so you can be a stepdad. Risk it all. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you can hear all this going on right now. Because again, this is my first time using StreamYard. So I hope it's working out. All right, let's get back to this dude.
No, I want to be a solid fucking man. I want to be a decent human being. I want to be there for children. I want when I get old, I don't want to be some raggedy ass nigga dying at the age of fucking 50 because I lived the fast life my whole life, liquor, weed, and hoes my whole life. Next thing you know, you caught up with.
Most men don't want to live that type of life. That's how most men, real men, are. Real men, okay? That's most real men. But we're not going to just decide to be with just any type of woman, like you and mainstream media want the black man to do. You want the black man to make bad choices. You got to want the black man to make bad choices when you're telling us you're promoting being a stepfather. You're promoting just being with any woman, when as though you don't have to be in that same household to the kids to make things better in your community. My grandmother wasn't having men over the house. My grandmother taught me to respect any man, especially if he's taking time out of his day to make sure you understand manhood. Because my grandmother that was actually raised with a real man, my grandmother said, that man can teach you things that I can't teach you. And that's manhood. The opposite of what these non-traditional modern day women are. They teaching these boys everything that's not manhood and thinking they doing a good job. Because males like him is letting them know they could do whatever they want. They're entitled to, have as many baby daddies as they possibly can. They're entitled to raise these Pookie and Ray Rays that he always talk about, and these rappers and stuff like that he always talk about in a bad way. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Again, he's projecting bullshit rhetoric like men that's calling him betas and simps, because what he's projecting on us that betas and Pookie and Ray Rays do, black men, high level thinking black men is not doing this bullshit. We don't want the bullshit. We want peace. And it's not because we hate fucking women. That's stupid. If you're a woman and you're watching this, and if you're raising a son, do you want your son to be, just be with any type of woman that's she has a history and she has a present day making bad decisions when it comes to men? You want him to be with that woman, to take care of her kids, to show him how to be a man, when it could be risking it all because she's non-traditional, without a doubt, and she's a modern day woman. He's supposed to do everything to make her be happy, and she don't do shit. Y'all niggas is crazy, boy.
Paying child support on all these women you can't even afford. You up here, you got all these.
He's talking about beta males,
mental health, physical health. Your heart done fell apart because you've been smoking weed and drinking every day.
He's talking about Pookie and Ray Ray.
I don't want to be like that. I want to live a long life, and then when I get older, I want to have young people. Or when I die, I want there to be young kids there that they say, "This man changed my life. This man made my life better. This man made my life better." Right? So, like for example, you look at this guy like Truth Daily. He says, "You waited for a woman 2 decades. You're a huge simp." See, dumb niggas like that are the types of people that we are fighting against, because he's literally talking about shit he knows nothing about.
You did wait 2 decades. You said it. You waited 2 decades to marry a woman that didn't want you until she got into her 50s, man. Yeah, I'm gonna hear listen to what he said, guys. I'm gonna rewind it. Hold on, I went too far back. Hold on, maybe this here. Hold on a second.
I want to have young people, or when I die, I want there to be young kids there that
Listen to
say,
what he said.
this man changed my life. This man made my life better. This man made my life better, right? So, like, for example, you look
Look,
at
listen
this
to
guy
this.
like Truth Daily. He says, you waited for a woman 2 decades. You're a huge simp. See, dumb niggas like that are the types of people.
Yeah, you did. You said it. You waited 2 decades for a woman that really didn't even want you. His wife. She didn't want him. He said it. She got 2 or 3 kids by 2 different baby daddies that's in jail now. She's a doctor though. This is why I say all the time. This is why I always say that I'm not talking about hood boogers that's making bad decisions. It's these non-traditional modern day women that making 75K or more. These type of dating these type of men because they want a bad boy and this and that the third. And then when it's time to change their whole life, when they're trying to change their whole life, when they probably in their late 40s, early 50s, they look for betas such as this dude. Let me see if I'm saying it right. So, such as this guy. They that's what they looking for. They looking for people like Boyce Watkins to change their situation. Hold on one second. Anyone use words of Pookie Ray? Is it yeah? Oh, okay. Ray beat you up if you said it in his face. Oh wow. I'm getting somebody saying this. Ray beat you up if he said it in his face. See, this is the problem. Ray beat me up if he said it in his face. That's cute to talk about, but that wouldn't happen. That's real cute though. That's real. Somebody just said Ray will beat you up if you said it in his face. it is a bit. See, this is another bitter female. This is another bitter female telling me what is it? 144 G7. Again, you people, you keep on making bad decisions. Real men that want to make great decisions, that want to have a life and a future, that don't want to be involved with chaos and disorder, will stay right here and find him a feminine woman, a woman that don't project her trauma and pain to him and the maybe kids that they have. Hopefully he don't. Okay, Miss Lady. Yeah, I got somebody on here. This message. No, I don't want to reject that. Let me put that on here. No, I don't want to add on moderator. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to pin it. I want to pin that. What she said. Or he, whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem with these people. These people want black men to keep on making bad decisions so they can have an excuse to tell liberal white mommy and daddy that listen, they're not taking care of us. They don't protect us. They don't do this. No. Men is not putting themselves in predicaments to protect agent of chaotic females. Men are not doing it. Ask Pookie and Ray. You know what I'm saying? Ask Pookie and Ray to do that for you. That's what you do. You ask them, Miss LYHK HK14G7. Sound look like a troll with a name like that. No, I want to pin that. That's what I want to do. For real. But yeah, let's keep this going. Hold on one second.
That we are fighting against because he's literally talking about shit he knows nothing about. The reason he's saying that is because he's repeating what Kwame Brown said. So that tells me you're stupid because you're not originating your own thoughts. I've seen your comment like 18,000 times, and it came from either probably Kwame Brown.
Look, this guy is ready to cry. It came with Kwame, probably Kwame Brown. This is the same guy that he said his daddy told him how to be a man. His daddy told him how to be a strong man that don't listen to the quote unquote bullshit that's going on. That's what he said his daddy taught him. As you can see, he's about to cry. Let's keep going with this. Come on.
And Kwame knows nothing about me. Kwame never met me. You know Kwame, that 7 foot, 300-pound guy who feels like he's a victim, who's feeling sorry for himself every day. So
what the hell? You feel sorry for yourself every day. You feel like you the victim, Mr. Go Along, Get Along guy. Look at this guy. Look, he feels sorry for himself every day.
Feels like he should attack everybody. Seriously, I'm like, where did you get this information, bro? Where did you get it? You waited for a woman for 2 decades. I did not wait for nothing. You don't even know my life.
You did.
And that's the thing about
you said it. See, beta males don't know what they say. These what you call that? These boule beta males do not know what they say. You literally said that. You waited for this woman. I waited for this woman for almost 20 years, or almost 25 years. I finally got her. And that's all good. But please don't project your decisions on what other men are doing with their life. Don't be mad at Kevin Samuels because he's asking black women, non-traditional, modern-day black women, to look in the mirror. Stop putting him in the same category as a fucking rapper. That's total disrespect. Total.
That makes the internet a really stupid place sometimes. But you have people that literally
that's that boule trigger
about something they know nothing about. You have no facts. You have no information. I've never had a conversation with you because I don't talk about my woman to dumb motherfuckers like you. So the thing about it is that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a lot of immaturity. And it'd be one thing if the immaturity is only coming from the 22-year-olds. But the problem you have as black men and black women is that a lot of the immaturity is coming from fucking 45-year-olds. It's coming from 50-year-olds who never learned how to be a man. I'm telling you, people that talk like that, either one, I guarantee you, 90% of the time, they never had a real daddy who said, "Boy, stop all that shit." Like, here's what a man's supposed to do. They never had a real daddy, so they spent their whole life wondering, like, well, why would a man want to take care of children that are not his? Because nobody ever took care of you, and I'm sorry that nobody ever took care of you. I'm sorry that no man ever stepped in and felt you were worthy enough to give you his time, energy, and attention. But that's what they're feeling. They're like, well, why would I do that? Why would I take care of children when I can sit around and smoke weed and drink all day and go run around with random hoes and catch diseases and shit, right? The other thing too is that a lot of the men who hate the women have mommy issues, significant mommy issues. Maybe their mama was on drugs, maybe their mama was just a horrible person, or they saw their mama do scandalous stuff, or maybe they're mad at their mama because their daddy wasn't there.
Okay, and they think that's not a problem. Let's say that's the problem, and from a lot of black men, I hear that is a problem. And I want to go back what this person said. Anyone who use Pookie and Riri as a bitch, you could tell she's this lady. I think it's probably a lady. If it's not, it's a shame. But she is saying anyone that used Pookie and Riri as a bitch. That's a standard of I'm raising a Pookie and Riri, so don't be talking shit about my son. You know what I'm saying? I'm raising Pookie and Riri, so don't be talking shit about my son. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what was this man was saying? I got lost train of thought. Hold on one second. What was he saying? Guys, you can add it. You could talk to me. Talk to me if you want to talk.
I'm sorry that no man ever stepped in and felt you were worthy.
You don't have to agree with me. Or if you do agree with me, that'd be great too. But step in and talk to me.
Enough to give you his time, energy, and attention. But that's what they're feeling. They're like, well, why would I do that? Why would I take care of children when I can sit around and smoke weed and drink all day and go run around random hoes and catch diseases and shit, right? The other thing too.
You see how they do that? Like, what made you go overboard like that? What made you say like that? Like, you know, I have to be this with this and that way. What's going on, US Network? What's going on, brother? Thanks for joining me, man. Thanks for joining me, definitely. But you see what he's saying? It's like he go overboard. Like it's no in between. You know, he's supposed to be educated. Let me rewind it a little bit. Hold on a second. What he said. Hold on. Let me rewind this a little bit. No, that's too much. Okay, hold on.
all day and go run around random holes and catch diseases and shit, right? The other thing too is that a lot of the men who hate the
No
women
doubt, brother.
have
Thank you,
mommy issues,
brother.
significant mommy issues. Maybe their mama was on drugs, maybe their mama was just a horrible person, or they saw their mama do scandalous stuff, or maybe they're mad at their
Thank
mama
you,
because their
brother.
daddy wasn't there, right?
Thanks
Either
for
way, though,
joining.
it's like a weird dysfunction that was created. It was designed. It was social engineering. They
Sorry.
designed the world that way to turn blackness on its head, to make you into something that you're not supposed to be. If you don't believe me, I'm
No, I
sorry
just
that no
want you to
man
hear
ever
this.
stepped in and felt you were worthy enough to give you his time, energy, and attention. But that's what they're feeling. They're like, well, why would I do that? Why would I take care of children when I can sit around and smoke weed and drink all day and go run around
He
random holes and
see he goes overboard. My biggest problem with this dude is he's comparing dudes that make bad decisions with brothers like Kevin Samuels. You know, brothers that try their best to be accountable. Dudes that make bad decisions and brothers that try their best to be accountable. See him and bitter women, Pookie and Ray Ray dudes, and beta males in the black community. They don't see no in between of brothers. They don't understand that it's different types of brothers. They don't want to either. They don't want to, and he got to understand because Dr. Boyce Watkins is a very intelligent man, extremely intelligent man, book smart, what have you. Could tell you about, how to make streams of income, what have you. I respect it as that's why I follow him. But when he started doing this rant and trying to basically degrade black men for wanting to make better choices, that's when I have a problem with it, guys. That's when I have a huge, huge problem with it. It's like it's different. It's a difference from a Kevin Samuels and a dude that want to keep on making bad decisions and want the woman, when it comes to women and having children. But this dude don't see that. He don't. Males like him do not see it because they believe in holding the woman on a pedestal, no matter what she do, until they ball up so much because those be the ones, these beta males and Pookie and Ray Rays, that be the ones that be destroying the sisters mentally and physically. They be the ones you be seeing that be in a domestic situation with a woman because he can't believe what she did because he's irrational, like the woman. He might have been raised by his father, but you could damn for sure that you can see that he still got a lot of his mother energy in him. I should say his stepfather. You can see it. This man about to blow a head gasket
and catch diseases and shit, right? The other thing too is that a lot of the men who hate the women have mommy issues, significant mommy issues. Maybe their mama was on drugs, maybe their mama was just a horrible person, or they saw their mama do scandalous stuff, or maybe they're mad at their mama because their daddy wasn't there, right? Either way, though, it's like a weird dysfunction that was created. It was designed. It was social engineering. They designed the world that way to turn blackness on its head, to make you into something that you're not supposed to be. If you don't believe me, ask
right,
yourself this
mommy
question.
and daddy fault.
Do you hear any other community that has a bunch of men who talk like that? Do you have any other community that has men who talk that way? Like, think about this. Do Italian men say, "Fuck these hoes"? Why I ain't gonna be no stepdaddy, no kids. These women, you simping. You love it. You said you.
I don't know, to be honest with you, because I'm from Jersey. I've been raised with a lot of different, different cultures and stuff like that. I don't know too many Italians, Asians, and what you call that? I don't know too many Italians, Asians, Jewish people, all these people. I don't know too many that actually would marry a woman that have kids that I grew up with. I don't know. I know many black men that did it. And I know many black men that put black women on a pedestal. What about the black girl rock thing? Being as though the average black boy is being is reading at a fourth grade level, but these males and these bitter females think the black man must put the woman on a pedestal. She must lead our communities. This is why we at the low rate. This is why we lower than anybody on the planet right now. We must lead our communities. We must have the woman lead our community. That's what they want. As we're saying Black Girl Rock, as we're saying, put the woman on a pedestal, this and that, third, and we're actually marrying baby mamas, black men. No other race are marrying baby mothers like black men do. We're actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? So for what I said is that I'm gonna run it back. For what I said was that Dr. Boyce Watkins saying, "What do you know about Italian men and this and that?" They're talking about their women like black men do. They not having as much problems as we doing with our bitter, non-traditional, modern day black women. They're not having that. They're not having those problems like we're doing. But if you want to talk about the domestic situation, you want to talk about that. And a lot of these the Italians he talked about, Jewish people, whatever he talked about, they are not married. A lot of them that I know, from my perspective, I might be wrong about this. A lot of them are not marrying, baby mamas like black men do. No man on earth put their woman on a fucking pedestal like black men do. Black American men do. No man on a fucking planet. And half these women shouldn't even get this love because we don't get the love back. The average black boy is reading at a 4th grade level. But I guess the black boy, the black man he mad at his mama, he hate women. Well, he might have a reason to hate women, but nobody want to talk about that. Let's keep it going. Fucking retarded, man.
You love that woman in public. What's wrong with you?
Listen,
Italian men don't do that. That has men who talk that way. Like, think about this. Do Italian men say, "Fuck these hoes"? Why I ain't gonna be no stepdaddy, no kids. These women, you simping. You love that. You said you love that woman in public. What's wrong with you? They don't talk like that. Italian men don't do that. Asian men don't do that. Irish men don't do that. White men don't typically do that. Jewish men don't do that. So you get this from black men only. Where does it come from? It comes from the fact that there was a concerted effort to undermine and to disrupt the strength of the black family. If they can convince black men to not give a shit about anybody but themselves and to abandon the women and abandon the children, then they've succeeded.
So what the black woman been doing for the last 50 years? Because again, as I just said, the black boy is reading at a 4th grade reading level. The black girl is making bad decisions by not wanting to be traditional wife, humble and everything. They're taking the black man out of the household. But the whatever his rant is letting us know that it's all the black man fault. Don't have black women, it ain't your fault. You do your thing, girl. Being as though most of our communities are damaged because of the feminist movement, the globalist movement, the socialist movement, the LGBTQ movement, all these movements that trash men, and especially black men. But it's our fault. It's the black man's fault. Let the beta males and the bitter women tell it. Let them tell it, baby. Let them tell it.
The lowest net worth in America is the net worth of a single black mother with kids. And the second lowest net worth in America is the net worth of a black man with several babies mamas. So when you got
that several babies mama, that he made that shit up. If he didn't, guys, could you please show me that thing? The second lowest is the baby that got multiple baby daddy mamas. It's like, those women that you want all black men to cater to, got multiple baby daddies as well. Do you know that, right? What the fuck is going on,
Not a
boy?
guy, because again,
Twilight
I
Zone.
speak from a point of like there's nothing, bro. You know, when a guy says things to me, I'm confident in my position because there's nothing that you have in your life that I can't have. These are things I chose to walk away from. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you that that's not the path, right? You know, so basically, you know, a bunch of babies mamas leaves you broke. That's why a lot of these brothers are broke. A lot of these guys won't take a family because they can't afford one. They can't literally. That's another thing too. Like if you're thinking about trying to like settle down with a man, make sure he's financially stable and intellectually stable, like mentally stable to the point where he sees the value of family and he can afford it. A lot of guys can't be stepdads because they can't afford it. They're scared of kids. They're thinking, oh my God, I can't afford to feed all these mouths. Well, when you have enough money, those things don't matter anymore. That's why I tell.
So you hear this guy? Do you hear this guy? I'm gonna let him say it again. Hold on, 1, 2, 20. Listen to
Won't
him.
take a family because they
Listen to
can't
him.
afford one. They can't literally. That's another thing too. Like if you're thinking about trying to like settle down with a man, make sure he's financially stable and intellectually stable, like mentally stable to the point where he sees the value of family and he can afford it. A lot of guys can't be stepdads because they can't afford it. They're scared of kids. They're thinking, oh my God, I can't afford to feed all these mouths.
The women that he's talking to, and if you look at his live, he's talking to the women that make bad choices, that don't try to find accountability, very entitled. The women that he's talking to, that's when he said try to find the man that's that works hard, that has money, this and that third. Those men are who you calling trash. You're putting those men that's doing a great job with their families, being a provider, you putting them in the same mix. The black men that make better decisions than they ever did before. You putting those same black men in the same. You hear this is crazy. He's putting them same black men in the mix of the males that they actually made bad decisions with to make them be had multiple baby daddies. Those males that's making these good decisions don't want the females that you're pandering to. Again, those males that's making these bad decisions, those females that's making these bad decisions are not wanted by men that's making good decisions. They don't want the ones that you're pandering to. When is these people gonna realize this?
Well, when you have enough money, those things don't matter anymore. That's why I tell you that
When you have enough money, those
black
things
men
don't
should
matter
focus on
anymore.
building wealth. Because when you have enough wealth, then you want to be connected to something that's going to secure your legacy.
Right.
You want
the women that you're pandering to, we don't want them. We don't want to excuse me, secure our legacy with women that don't understand in a logic, don't understand how she needs to be accountable, being reasonable, being a traditional woman. We don't want the women that you're pandering to. We want those women that know how to understand when they have a good man around them. We don't want the women that's pandering to you. That's saying, go ahead, boy. Tell these hating ass niggas that. Tell these hating ass niggas this. Go ahead. You telling them right. You're telling them right. Tell these hating ass niggas that they hate women. It don't matter if I got 3 or 4 baby daddies. I still should be loved.
connection to something. Like when I get older, my children will take over my business. Like I'm not gonna be like DMX dying at the age of 40 something years old, because I done sat around smoking and drinking and fucking all day.
Now he's talking about the dead black man. Now he's talking about the dead black man. This is the pro blacks. These boule niggas. This is the people that be thinking that be saying these so-called pro blacks are or for the people. He's talking about a dead black man that had a sickness. He was a drug addict. That's a sickness. Yes, he did whatever, but he's dead. So now somebody gonna see this from DMX camp that's gonna want to do something to him. I don't promote violence at all, YouTube, but this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. A dead black man you talking about. Now you renting your black stepfather was such a man that built you as a man that you're going to stoop so low to talk about a dead black man.
You know, at the end of the day, you got to speak up on that. I think that the men should speak a little bit more, not so much to the point where you are honoring every woman as a queen, because every woman doesn't earn queen status. But
which one? Because the ones that you pandering to really don't earn queen's status. Which one, brother? Because soon as another brother say, I don't want to be a stepdad, he ready to go to hell. He ready to go off. I don't want to be a stepdad. That's my personal feelings about the whole situation. You hate women. You hate black families. Oh, you hate the black child. What the fuck is going on with these betas?
There's some women out here who really are doing their best to be the best for you.
Absolutely.
And you have to honor them, right? Same thing is true with women. I would say, you know, some women, I've heard women say things that are very
we have to honor ourselves and the Most High and ourselves. Men do not have to honor a woman if he don't want to. And then you better watch out to which woman that you honoring. Because the woman that he wants us to honor to will take us to court the next day. The fuck out of here.
Hateful toward black men. So you've got a segment of the community that's just infected. They're infected with the virus of niggerosity. And that virus causes them to do a million and one things that weaken their power. You cannot have power in this world without family. You can't. If you look around the world and you look at wealthy, powerful individuals and communities, family is very important to them. The Nigerian community, the Nigerian culture is seen as one of the strongest cultures in the world. They are very, very, very pro-family.
Yeah, because their women are traditional. That's why they're pro-family. For the most part, Nigerian women are the traditional. For the most part. Everybody got to take accountability, sir. Not just the man. Everyone.
Jewish communities, very pro-family. You'll see a guy that's a Jewish guy who's...
That's because everyone's traditional. Men and women are working together in the Jewish community. They're working together. They're not opening up their legs to any type of man. That's a traditional woman. They not waiting for the government to save them instead of building from within. They not making the black boy feel like he ain't shit because whoever she made a baby with to create that boy ain't shit. Huh?
He's got all the money. Think about this. He'll have $100 million in the bank.
Real quick, guys. Like and subscribe to my channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel, guys. I'm here. Please do it. And again, comment if you want to comment. If you want to talk, have a conversation, I can add you in and everything else. We could do it. All right. Let me do this.
And he'll say, yeah, but now it's time for me to find a good wife. Whereas you'll have black dudes who were trained by white-owned media to think, well, now that I got $100 million in the bank, I don't want to be no simp. I'm just going to fuck hoes for the rest of my life. You know, and that doesn't work very long. Like eventually, that's why these dudes get caught up. That's why a lot of them lose their wealth, because when you run around with random women that you can't trust, one of them's going to eventually hem you up. She's going to accuse you of rape. Maybe
he got to be talking about, but he plays Kevin Samuels in the same like stratosphere with Pookie and Ray Ray's. As I said before, a lot of these fake pro-black boulets think black people supposed to think the same, supposed to act the same, supposed to make these bad decisions that he wants us to make because he want to pander. You got to understand, these boulets, such as himself, they want people to pay for things. They got schools, you know, they got books and stuff like that, you know. that they want, so they need to pander. He's saying something about the white man this, white man that. But this man, everything he's doing, he's on Instagram. Brother, you on a white man's platform. This Instagram. What are you talking about? This with the fake wokety wokes, man. The fake boulays, the fake pro-blacks, they get on my goddamn nerves. White man this, white man that, white man this and that third. But you're on Instagram. You saying black men, he say everything what the white man told him. They not saying nothing what the black man say, what the the black woman do, and how she's doing way better when it comes to in the corporate world, when it comes to the black man. But they don't want to talk about that. They want to leave that out the picture.
She's going to give you a disease. Maybe she's going to end up having one of your kids and making your life miserable. So smart men who are empire builders.
But those are women that you're talking to that you want black men that's having kids with a woman that maybe give you disease, or maybe woman that may have your child that's going to put you through the ringer. You want black men. You want black men to like, because you catering to those women. You want black men to marry these women, become stepfathers, because you chose to do that. No logic, no nothing.
You have to be strategic, and I'm not really talking to the coons and the people who run around, repeating what Kwame Brown said or what Kevin Samuels said. I'm not talking to those guys, because those guys are either immature or they're very weak. They're not
weak coons, but he's totally disrespected a dead black man and many other black men. We coons. Well, I try to tell you, it's nothing but most of these motherfuckers that you see that they put in front of us, these go along, get along guys, and what's name said that, but anybody know me, they know I've been talking about this for about 4 or 5 years. Most of these guys they put in front of us, such as this guy, they are nothing but fakes. They pandering to a lot of people that's dealing with trauma in the black community. That's who they pander to. With this bullshit. Nigga, a coon because he disagree with you, because he don't want to be a stepfather to just any type of woman and her kids, because he disagree with you. This grown men
accomplish anything. They don't have any wealth, and that's all they know how to do is sit around and hate. That's fine. I'm talking to the men who want to be empire builders. If you want to be an empire builder,
you're not going to be an empire builder by being around non-traditional modern day women. You're not building no empire because she's going to destroy the whole empire. Let's be real. You're not going to be building no empire when you put other human beings on a pedestal instead of putting the Most High on a pedestal. Let's be fucking real. And I don't have no degree to tell I don't have no degree, and I can tell you that. I do got a degree, but I don't have a 6-7 degrees. I don't have a doctorate, and I can tell you that. None of these non-traditional, modern-day women that he panders to can ever help a man build anything. She's about her goddamn self. She would rather fuck with Pookie and Ray Ray and a beta male until she's like 50, 60 years old, and then wonder why nobody don't want her ass. Yeah, it's crazy, boy.
Be as educated as you can possibly be. You must be incredibly strategic. You must be incredibly strong. You must be strong to be able to resist the forces that come at you. And you have to be devoted. You have to be persistent. You have to be devoted and persistent about the things that matter to you, the things that are going to build your empire. Family is a critical part of that. And also for women, when you're hearing this kind of crazy talk, I would encourage you to be very careful. When you check out a man, I would look for men who have a background where they were trained by a real man. If a guy never had a father,
we
unfortunately,
can tell you wasn't trained by a real man. We can. any logical thinking person can tell you wasn't trained by a real man. Because I know your stepfather probably looking at you like, nigga, you probably could have got way better than that. That woman don't look like it took you 2 decades to get her.
If somebody didn't step in and teach him what a man does, he's gonna live his whole life as a little boy. And y'all know what I'm talking about. You have a lot of men who are trained to live as little boys, and they're literally living like little boys in their 40s. That's why DMX died. DMX died in his 40s because he spent his whole life living like a little boy. When he
Do you hear what he said, guys? That's why DMX died. A man, because he was living like a little boy. I'm gonna rewind that. Rewind that for you guys. This is the pro-black. This is the pro-black. It's the pro-black. Listen.
As a little boy. And y'all know what I'm talking about. You have a lot of men who are trained to live as little boys, and they're literally living like little boys in their 40s. That's why DMX died. DMX died in his 40s because he spent his whole life living like a little boy. When he died,
his whole life living like a little boy. He spent his whole life living like a little boy because he knows DMX. He knows DMX. He knows him. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it. You can't make it up, guys. You can't make it. You can't make it up. You can't make this shit up, guys. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. You can't make this up. We living around a lot of beta males that's pandering, Pookie and Ray Rays, that's destroying the community, and all 2 types of males in the black community will put the woman on a pedestal. No matter what. Will put the woman on a pedestal no matter what. I see US Network, man, this is what we gotta deal with, man. This is what we gotta deal with. This nigga hating on, calling himself pro-black, but hating on a dead black man. And hating on other black men that's trying to build themselves, such as Kevin Samuels and Kwame Brown. This is the pro-black guy. This is the new pro-black in 2021.
He was an embarrassment to his family. I'm sorry. I hate saying it. I know y'all might get mad because we're trained to worship rappers and
no. We ain't trained to worship rappers. We trained to be respectful. You're trained to worship women that make bad decisions. That's what you're trained to do. You're trained to worship women that make bad decisions. Just like the rest of you beta males that agree with dudes like that, but you could agree with it. That's your thing. But you got to disrespect a man and his family. Yo, I feel sorry for him meeting anybody that knows DMX. So, they're gonna have a problem with this. That's all I'm saying. They're gonna have a problem.
It's because white people put them on TV. But I'm telling you, when this guy died, half his children.
White man putting him on Instagram, guys. White man putting him on Instagram.
The last episode I saw of him on Ayanna Van Zant was his son saying, "I hate you." So what kind of legacy does a man leave when you die and all your children hate you? Your money ain't right. Your health was all fucked up because you wanted to run around and engage in this whole culture. You want to engage in
You are absolutely right. US Network. He said there's a white dude who was recently on Joe Rogan podcast saying the same type of shit. Absolutely. These pro-blacks, I'm trying to tell you, especially these boulets that got a bunch of degrees, they sound just like a white supremacist in a lot of ways. Calling another black man a coon and this and that. What the fuck? I don't do that. I was doing coon shit, calling that because I was like 6-7 years ago because I was being an idiot. I ain't know no better. You talking about a 50-something-year-old man projecting that white supremacy talk right now. And I know the clip you're talking about. I know that clip because another pro-black Tariq Nasheed had it on his Twitter and his Instagram. DMX was a brother. He don't care. He don't care. And no matter what bad decisions DMX might have made, that's he's gone now. He has several children that people gonna have clips of Dr. Boyce Watkins saying this about their father. And a lot of them, they probably won't like their dad. A lot of them probably don't like their dad, but that's not none of our business. That's not none of our business. Woo, boy. You so right, man. You are so right.
wanted to basically act like the
Sounds
rappers.
just like a white supremacist.
And so I would encourage women, if you're picking a man and you're looking for to build something serious with a man, build with a man who was trained to be a builder. Build with a man who had a father who taught him, who loved his mother. Those are the best men, I think, because a man who saw his father love his mother every day is a man who's going to usually love you. Like me marrying Alicia was not something I had to do. I know somehow I think Kwame said that I waited 20 years and all this other
yes,
stupid
you did.
Shit that they
You
say.
said it because you said it. You waited 20 years, and that's okay. You waited 20 years until she got smashed by how many guys she had to. And once she lost her quote-unquote good looks, she said, Boyce, come on. This like they do all you beta males. Come on now. We can get married now. You wanted to marry her. He said it. Back in 95, he wanted to marry this woman. Back in 95. He said it. Oh my God. And he said something else that I want to react to.
And who had a father who taught him, who loved his mother. Those are the best men, I think, because a man who saw his father love his mother every day is a man who's going to usually love you. Like me marrying.
And that's the opposite of what I tell young men that I mentor and coach, whatever. Look for a woman that respect manhood. Don't look for a woman that thinks she deserved to be put on a pedestal, being as though she haven't done anything to do so. And even if she think that she need to be put on a pedestal, that's going to be a problem. Because that's what's the problem with most Black American men. We love our women so much that we forget to love God, including myself. So when idiots such as himself and a lot of bitter women tell me, well, Hispanic men don't do it, Italian men don't do it, Asian men don't do it, Jewish men don't do it, Irish men don't do it. When they say that shit, I say back to them, it's only facts that the Black man value the Black woman more than he do his children at times, more than he do the Most High all the time, more than he do himself. Because most of us was raised by women in the last 45 years, 50 years. Most of us was raised by women. So we always got the notion that we must protect our women, being as though they don't protect us. We must protect our women. Yes, we become bitter towards our women, but we're not killing our women. We still buy our women because the shit that happens, like the Middle Eastern people ain't having it. Italians ain't having it with their women, talking to them the way they talk to Black men, the way Black women talk to Black women. Irish men ain't having it. Jewish men ain't having it. Nigerian men ain't having that shit. Only us, only we having the disrespect, the wanting to be led by our women. Only us. Only we project all that feminist, not feminine, but feminist toxic energy. And we want our women to lead our homes. This is why our homes are in disarray. Because we don't hold the Black woman accountable. We don't hold the Black woman accountable. It doesn't happen at all. And the only thing that's going to change the outcomes of of our women and even our males that think like this idiot, the only thing that's going to change the outcomes of that is we are starting to talk like we supposed to talk. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that's going to change the outcome. We're going to hold each and every one of us accountable and what we can do better. We're going to promote manhood as other non-Black American cultures do. We're going to put manhood first like we used to do 70 years ago, before the movement of all these Luciferian movements. We're going to do that. And that's how you change shit. We're going to actually, as men such as Kevin Samuels and Kwame Brown and many other men, I've been saying this for the last 4 or 5 years. Ever since I've been, I started going to therapy. I was trying to defeat my trauma as best as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? Being a 41-year-old man, I said to myself, okay, a while ago, 5, 6 years ago, okay, I'm the problem. I got to be the problem. Being as though I'm around a lot of entitled ass people, but the only way this is going to work is me seeing that I'm the problem. That's the only way it's going to work. The only way it's going to work. So, in order for us to look and create progress, the only way we're going to create the progress of our people, of our community, is we all look in the mirror and we look our trauma and our ability to want to be better and make better decisions before we even create families. This is how it's going to work. Bring back traditional values in the Black community. That goes for Black men and Black women. Bring it back. Stop projecting your pain on one another. Stop telling a woman or a man that they can't be better, because if they don't be better, if they trying to be better without a certain situation, that it's we're Coons, we're Uncle Tom's, we're this, we're that. Stop listening to these so-called celebrities like Dr. Boyce Watkins, Boyce Watkins. Stop listening to these people, because they're not doing nothing but doing more dividing of us. If a man gonna say that he's a simp and this and that third, you say fuck him. I'm going about my life. Let me talk about what I talk about, and you talk about finance. Talk about finance. Do that instead of talking about another dead Black man and Black men and try to put Kevin Samuels and these other Black dudes that's making bad decisions in the same goddamn category. You sound like a bitter woman and a white supremacist, just like U.S. Network said. That's who you sound like. At the same time, you sound like a bitter woman and a white supremacist, saying all that shit, looking down on the Black man because we don't want to make the choices that you made. That's bullshit. 50-something-year-old man, because he want to pander to a crowd, pander to your bitch ass crowd and go home. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys like this live. My first time doing this StreamYard thing. I like it. It's cool. I'm gonna start doing more lives. You know what I'm saying? Big time. I'm still be doing my videos and everything. And thank you for supporting me, man. Thank you guys for supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Please go back and look at the video and everything and inbox me. Let me know if you want to have a conversation. We can have it right now. I allow you in or what have you. And if you got somebody that you want me to speak with that's on their platform, whatever, we could do it like that as well. No matter if we agree or disagree, as long as it's a disrespect. Sorry, as long as it's respectable. That's all. That's all I'm asking. Being respectable, because we men, we're looking for solutions. We're not looking for to blame one person and let the other ones do what they want. Real men is looking for not looking for traditional women. We're not looking for non-traditional modern day women. Dr. Boyce, you do your thing. You leave us alone. Anyway, guys, like and subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to. That's what I should have said it at the beginning too. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. All right. All right. Take it easy. Have a good day. And more than likely, I'll probably be back on here later on. Peace.